Christine's Corner. Stay and watch the show. You'll feed your heart and soul. Meeting people in the know. Christine's Corner. Christine's Corner. Christine's Corner.
Hi, welcome back to my show, Christine's Corner. I'm so glad you came today. I have Brooke Tansley with me. She is well known and she has done many things. I'm just so envious of her. I'm just going to give you a little bio that she wrote. I don't want to take credit. See, Brooke recently produced a science documentary series developed with Warner Brothers Discovery. It's an unprecedented exploration of cave art up to 65,000 years old throughout Europe. I would love to see that. That's just down my alley. Expanding our understanding of early humans and our ancestral relatives to be distributed to a global audience. She's had starring roles in Broadway, such as Belle in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Wow, that's some resume. And Penny Pingleton in Hairspray. I have to go back and look at that now. Brooke spent 3 years on the roster of Amy Poehler, comedy collective Upright Citizens Brigade. She studied business and management of entertainment at UCLA and acting and design at NYU. Tisch, School of the Arts. Yeah. Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
How long did it take for all that?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I've been working on it my whole adult life, so, I don't know, 20, 30 years?
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't have to say, because you don't have to give that away. Before we get into the real reason why I wanted you here, just kind of briefly, how was it acting on Broadway stage? Wow.
It was my dream come true. I grew up doing theater all around Connecticut, and I started with ballet lessons when I was a kid, like a lot of kids do, and my dance teacher recommended that I audition for a musical, and from that point I was hooked. And my dream was my very specific childhood dream was I wanted to move to New York City and play Belle in Beauty and the Beast on Broadway.
Wow, and you did.
I got to do it.
Wow. Mine was just to go to New York, but you have Pacific Belle, and you did it. Wow.
It was, and it was magical. You know, it was everything I hoped it would be, and it was more, because there were things I didn't even know to dream about when I was just dreaming of it before it had happened. So, you know, when I was playing Belle, walking out of the stage door and seeing, 70 kids that are looking at you like you're magic was just such a special experience.
That must make you more into the Belle experience.
Yeah.
Just seeing that.
And then I was in the original Broadway cast of Hairspray and later took over the role of Penny Pingleton. And to be a part of Hairspray at the time that it opened was just so exciting. I got to perform on the Tony Awards.
Wow.
And our show won 8 Tony Awards that year. And it was
wow. Bravo.
Entirely the stuff of dreams coming true.
Yeah, just the applaud, the audience, just making them feel good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I know that.
And especially at Hairspray, that's just something that you could see the joy on people's faces in the audience. And you could see just the energy and the coming out of the theater every night.
So do you still do acting, or what's more your priority right now?
I'm really excited about and have been focusing on producing both TV and film for the past ever so many years. And it was a wild experience doing that science documentary series. We traveled around 6 different countries.
Oh, how awesome is that?
Got to visit dozens of caves. Some of those were UNESCO heritage sites, and travel with a team of archaeologists and paleoanthropologists. And it was wild. It was wonderful.
Did you go You actually went in the caves with them?
I went in some of the caves, yes.
You didn't get claustrophobic? I would be.
No.
This is cool, but
Some of the caves are really big and spacious, and some of them are really tight.
tight. Yeah, I've seen the tight ones.
Yeah.
Well, good for you that you could do that and see from years beyond, what they did.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. And fossils too. So what made you go towards producing and documentation?
I'd been acting professionally since I was 11.
Wow.
And I love it. But as, once all my childhood dreams came true, there was kind of a couple of years where new dreams were coming forth. And I wanted to play a more active role in choosing what stories get told. Which is why I was so excited to get to produce this science documentary series, and why I'm so excited to produce the documentary that I'm currently producing.
So I'm so anxious to get to that one because I'm involved in that.
Yes, you are.
I'm excited too. So yes, please go ahead and tell them what you're working on right now.
Okay. So, a few years ago, my dad, who is a prolific local community and usually children's theater director, had the idea of directing full musicals with a cast entirely of senior citizens. And as you know,
Yes.
last year, the first production was Grease.
Yes, I was in there.
You were a part of that production. And I just kept hearing stories from my parents about what a heartwarming experience it was. And many people in Greece were performing for the very first time. And I was just so impressed by the courage and bravery it takes to try something new and step out on stage and into the spotlight for the first time in a later season of life. And also by the stories I was hearing from my parents of people developing confidence and finding friendship and community, and how all of those beautiful friendships were made, they continued after the show, hearing about your karaoke nights and parties and
this Thursday.
But it's so great, it felt like, to me, just a real chicken soup for the soul story that I really wanted to share with the world. So I pitched making a documentary feature film about it to my partners that I did the science documentary with, and to two of my professors at UCLA who have had decades-long careers producing very successful films and TV shows. And they all immediately jumped on board and thought it was a wonderful story to share.
Oh, how exciting.
So we've been following you. This year is the production of Peter Pan.
Yes.
And we've been here, this is our fourth trip here to film, but we've captured the auditions, the first full cast rehearsal, a few rehearsals midway through the process, and then we've been here from the Sitzprobe, which is the first rehearsal that a musical cast has, singing with the full orchestra.
Yes.
That's something that's always been important for my dad, is to have the music represented as it was intended, played by a full orchestra. And that doesn't always happen in community theater, and so that's really lovely.
Yep.
And then through the flying rehearsals, there are people as old as 80 flying in the production, as you know.
Yes.
And then through the tech rehearsals and into the first weekend of performances last weekend. And this coming weekend is the final weekend of performances.
Sadly. But,
I know.
But good in the same time.
I know. But the wonderful thing is that you all keep rocking on.
We do. We just keep coming back, and we're like, why did we sign up? But for this. Yeah.
So we intend to distribute this film worldwide. And what we want to do alongside the film is develop a community case study and toolkit to help other communities nationwide start their own senior citizen theater programs.
Good idea. Thank you. That was it's quite an experience to tell your story, and that somebody's interested, especially being a senior citizen.
Yeah.
Because sadly, people forget us, and but we're not old and feeble, and we can do We can sing. We
You're
can
doing
dance.
all the things. And what's really funny is that you all are at rehearsal. You're singing, you're dancing, you're acting, you're running around, and then you're going out after the show.
Yes.
after rehearsals and
It's
after
like,
the show.
oh, there's people out after 10 o'clock.
And
Yeah.
my film crew is here, and they're just tired and they want to go to bed.
Yeah.
And you all are just going so hard and so long and living your lives, and it's really, really great.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I hope he does it again next year. I don't
Yeah.
know what he has in store. I'm sure he doesn't know
Yeah.
yet. But
But
yeah,
it's something that I hope that catches on in communities nationwide, because they see what a wonderful thing it has been for you and the rest of the cast and for my parents. And I want other communities to have it,
yeah.
you know?
It definitely puts a smile on our faces, and you learn to communicate with the other seniors and exchange stories,
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Something
And-
something that I will carry with me forever, that is in my heart, is that so many of the seniors that are in the show have shared stories of devastating tragedy and loss, and yet
Myself
they're
included.
yes,
Yeah.
yourself included, and everybody comes to rehearsal and they're so full of light and life and energy, and there's just such a commitment to living life that I find thoroughly inspiring, and that I will carry with me forever when I'm feeling down or I'm feeling like there's something that's hard. I'm going to think of you, and I'm going to think of the rest
make
of the
me cry.
cast, and it's going to help move me forward.
I'm so glad that that happens for you as well. And I'm sure the people watching as well. And to know that, that's even more inspiring to do more. Yeah, my family is coming on Sunday.
Oh, that's great.
My granddaughter, she's 3, and you would think I could have a regular conversation with her, and she understands, and then she is just so smart to just keep making them smarter. I don't
Oh my
know.
gosh.
I can't wait for her to see Grandma on stage and what her reaction.
That
I
is
would
so-
love to see her face. Grandma's on stage?
That is one of the most special things about this whole thing, is because grandparents can be so supportive of their grandchildren, going to their sports games, going to their dance recitals, going to their musicals, going to their classical
Graduations,
recitals,
yes.
graduations, everything. And this is an opportunity for grandkids to go see their grandparents shine.
And I think it's also a good incentive for them to do the same, as they're older, that, Grandma just kept going, and she's doing acting. She's dancing,
Yeah.
67, and I'm dancing around.
Yeah.
We're complaining in the back, but we're still there every day.
Yeah. And something that I really that really inspires me about you specifically is that you are a say yes to adventure person. And
yes.
you're
Peter
someone
Pan
who's,
is right at my...
you're someone who looks to have new adventure and new experiences, and that doesn't have to end. That can continue lifelong, and you are thinking of you is going to remind me of that.
Thank you. I'm glad that does for you, and for others watching, I hope too. You never give up. I know a lady, she was 101, and she wrote her first book. And before she died at 105, she had written 4 books.
Wow.
So yeah, don't give up.
Don't give up. It's never too late.
Never. Because I
Yeah.
keep, you always say, I got that book I have to write,
Yeah.
And by the time he goes on, well, I got 3 books now, but it's still not out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the
There's
same
time.
thing. So I'm happy for your dad that he did this for us,
Yeah.
because it's hard to go to other auditions because their age or, amongst, a lot of things.
Yeah.
And there's this person there, she's in a wheelchair. She's the narrator, so.
I love that my parents make it a really welcoming place for everyone of any ability or disability. And whenever it's come up that someone has had some kind of health problem or disability and is hesitant about participating, my dad will always say, well, can you just be there on stage? You could just stay still. It doesn't matter. If you can do that, you're in the show.
Right. But everyone's dancing.
But it's great, you know.
Yeah,
everybody's
we
welcome.
still do it. Yeah.
And I think that theater is for everyone.
Oh, yes.
I think that before singing and dancing and speaking were ever crafts, they're just inherent human behaviors, and we all have a right to them.
You do, yeah. All the arts, really, you can express yourself. You always say, well, I don't know how to draw a straight line. Well, you don't have to draw a straight line in art. You're not supposed to draw a straight line. You go out of the lines.
Yeah.
But it's the same with acting, you know. You can become someone else. You don't have that whatever's bothering you, you know, and then thinking that you're helping someone in the audience forget about their troubles or just entertainment. You don't have to have troubles, but
yeah,
that's fun. And thank you for documenting.
It's wonderful. I
can't wait for it to come out. You got to tell us what.
I know. We'll come. We'll have a party for the cast,
Yay.
and we'll do a screening here before the rest of the world gets to see it.
Yeah. The other part is changing because a lost boy and native, and you're like, oh, okay, who am I? What side am I on?
You have a lot of quick changes. Yeah.
Once I came out without my brave costume, oh well, I just did what I'm supposed to do.
You know what? What's been really special is that it doesn't really matter when anybody makes mistakes on the stage, because everybody in the audience loves you and is rooting for you. And sometimes the mistakes turn out to be some of the most special moments. So Peter, the woman playing Peter, made a few mistakes the first night, and then she just laughed. And because she didn't get scared and upset, she just let the audience in on the joke. And so then the whole audience laughed. Because a lot of people, if they make a mistake, they'll get nervous and scared, and then the audience gets scared for you because they're there empathizing with you and taking that journey that you're with you.
Yeah.
And so just making the mistake and laughing, and then the audience laughing, it's just such a spontaneous, honest, shared human moment.
Yes. Yes, I watched that. I said, well, that was cool.
Yeah.
So you just got to keep going. You can't stop. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool. And that's something that makes live theater so special, too, is that shared relationship between the audience and the performers.
Oh, definitely.
That never quite happens the same way.
I know.
From night to night.
I looked at the 80-year-old flying. I was like, are you kidding? And she was like, and then I think someone else said, can you fly me? I'm not in it, but yeah, can you fly me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. She enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So you're not getting this body up there. I don't care. I'll watch. Although when I was younger, first time I saw Peter Pan, you know, you have that world of make-believe, and, you know, I would stand on the steps and go, I'm flying, you know, and then you find out real quick you can't. But it was just, you know, the whole adventure.
Yeah.
As you say. But we have to wrap it up. We got a minute. So for more information, how can they get, do you have a website?
I do have a website. If you want
something about your documentary
if you want to watch clips and read more about it, you can learn more at folklightfilmclub.com. That's FOLKLIGHTFILMCLUB.com.
Wow, that's good. Did you make that up?
Yeah.
You did? I like it. That's great. So because I know you have a little snippet.
Yeah.
And I'm in it. And
Christine is in it.
She's
a star. And so if you are a fan of Christine's Corner, you should go to Folklight Film Club and watch it.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on. I hope we
so
come
much.
back when it's over and we can show them a little bit too.
I would love to.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Love you. See you again soon. Bye-bye.
How many kids did I direct altogether? Oh, God. I would average 70, 80 kids, sometime over 100, probably 5,000. I'd say that's pretty close estimate. I said, but only 28 seniors. So I got a long way to go.
When he called me up and said, I want to do theater with senior citizens, full-length musicals.
But we're doing Peter Pan now. And they could come and see Grandma or Grandpa flying on the stage. You could come and see him like he's seen you in everything you've ever done in your life. Now it's your turn.
I didn't know whether or not I wanted to audition, and one of my kids talked me into it.
Good.
Sort of.
So is there a song you want to sing, or you want to sing Happy Birthday?
I'll sing Happy Birthday because I haven't thought about it.
Hey, if I had half of a chance, I'd blown it now, but that's all right. This is me.
Ever since I was in high school, I wanted to be a member of the thespians group, but my mom and dad could not transport me, and the bus didn't run as late as they were going to be through, so I couldn't do it.
I love teaching. I love helping other people, cheerleading people on, and I just thought I'd give myself a little chance. So.
And I'm part of something. I'm new to Waterbury. So, yes, I'm learning Waterbury, you know, with everything that's going on, and I'm making friends. I've never had these many friends in New York.
And then I found out I had tumor. But I was like, I don't care, I'm still going. Because that brings up your spirits, you know, and all the people that were there, they were just fantastic, instant friends.
So I made up an old person's bingo last night. No numbers, just different sayings to do with getting old, like AARP.
I love that.
Oh, here's the bathroom, my mind will stop while I'm here. And the list went on and on. Listen, yeah, well, I can't get up. There was another one. Oh, my teeth and I no longer sleep in the same bed at night.
This is fun.
We hope so.
Make sure I don't miss out on the fun.
Exactly.
You know, that's what this is.
Give you a clue. I'm between 50 and 80. I'll even narrow it more, 60 to 80. I'll narrow it more, 70 to 80. And I'll even narrow it more to 75 to 77.
I never thought I'd ever reach this age, to be honest with you. I've had some cancer issues, and I have a bad neck and everything. It's just, I'm really lucky to be here. I feel lucky to be here.
My husband passed, and it's, you know, partly because of COVID in New York. He's gone, and I think you love when so many people pass on. I'm not afraid, because when I almost died from COVID, and I didn't, I woke up. I try to tell people we are put on this earth for some reason. Sometimes we don't know why, but if we just go ahead and just have the attitude of gratitude, but also knowing that you can do something to help other people, then that's good. That's God calling. That's God calling.
Remember this, the show is the show. No matter what you do, the people are going to love you. We'll try to do the best we can. What's the most important thing? The journey and the people you meet. Because here you are, at our age, creating something together from nothing.
Nick Augustino right here at the East Side Restaurant. We always have the complete full dinner menu. Knockwurst, bratwurst, sauerbraten, potato pancakes, red cabbage, rice pudding, green pies, all the desserts that Germany had to offer. I always do something different. Yes, I do. I brought seafood to the beer garden at the East Side Restaurant. East Side Restaurant, your German destination restaurant in Connecticut. Tiki-taka, hoy, hoy, hoy!
I'm your host, Kurt Barwis. Today, I have a very special guest, Dr. Andrew Lynn.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Veterans Corner. My name's Chuck Wooden.
Decision for ourselves for this week, if we want to be made well.
Hi, welcome to the crack of dawn. It's Dawn Lombardi. I'm starting the painting. It's going to be the clips with some water. Love it.
He took me on the sets of Lost in Space, Batman.
Everybody has a story. What's yours? Until next time.